All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are WED Talks. Today, I have somebody super special. I'm so excited about this one. We have Chloe Sexton from Supposey. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a little early, but I'm good.
It is early.
It is a little early.
Right, Ramsey?
Come on, Sharkeisha. So, Chloe and I, way back when, it seems like, I mean, NADJ started in 2009. We met, what, like 2010, 2011?
Yeah, 2010. Wow. I was still in high school.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You started Supposey when you were still in high school?
Well, no, that was after. But Ramsey's been in the game for a while.
He's kind of old.
So, yeah, he is.
Hey, I'm 40. I'm a man, okay? Wow, I was in my 20s when I met you.
But when did you start Any Day?
2009.
Okay.
2009.
Yeah.
So speaking on that, how did you start Supposey? Where did you come from? And speak about coming out of high school. Like, let's hear this. Let's get this story.
All right. So my mom, I come from a military family, and it's everybody's military. And I think if they had had an ROTC option at my high school, they would have forced me to do that, but they didn't. So my mom's like, you're 16. It's time to get a job. So she went downtown and walked into a flower store, Fiore, and was like, will you hire an intern? And Shannon was like, we don't really do that, blah, blah, blah. But my mom came back and said, I'll bring Chloe down and see. And so Shannon hired me, and I just started learning and doing, things after school and sweeping the floors and cleaning and just fell in love with it. I was like, I got to learn how to do what these people are doing. And so worked for Shannon for a few years in high school, and then worked for 2 other florists after that. And I was like, I can do this. So started my own business when I was 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I would have started when I was 19.
Like a crazy person. So just doing flowers here and there for weddings. I had made so many friends like Ramsey, and then met Sarah when I was in college. So, and they just kind of gave me the push, inspiration to do it. So I did, and now I'm here. It's 2019. It's like, oh my gosh.
We gave you the push. You gave us the push. Like, you were like, just go. I was like,
Red Bull.
Let's go.
Yes.
Red Bull, you got to pay us for that advertisement.
Yes,
okay?
yes, exactly.
We'll be invoicing later.
Yeah, we're going to get licensing issues, all kind of stuff.
Or we're going to get sued.
Yeah, maybe.
That's okay.
One or the other.
I have 4 children. Do not sue me.
Yes.
Only 4?
So Chloe and I, it was like hand in hand, like all the time. Mm-hmm. And I might start crying right now because it literally, we worked like every wedding together.
I know. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. It was like every weekend it was Chloe, Sarah, Ramsey, Chloe, Sarah, Ramsey, Chloe, Sarah, Ramsey. So we had a really good run. And the last episode with Haley was really good. And I
love her.
She's
just the best.
Haley, girlie, we love you, girl.
Yes. She is such an encourager.
Mm-hmm.
You just get around
100%.
her and you just feel like, oh, I got the spark now.
Yeah.
I needed that.
She's super creative too.
She is.
And it rubs off on everybody.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Nutcracker video to come out that she produced.
Yeah.
And he recorded. And
nice.
It is, wow. It is so creative and so fun and so engaging. He was like, hey, let me show you this video. And I was like, all right, cool. I see all your videos. Let's go. And then I was like, wow. You crushed.
Wow.
you crushed, bro.
Appreciate
like all y'all crushed. So, but in that episode, she talked about the West.
Oh. Oh, goodness.
And she said that, she came in and she saw all of us working, and it really inspired her to start her own thing, because she was like, all these young people doing this and being creative and being fun. She's like, the West was really a spark for me. And I was like,
oh, that's great. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Go team.
Yes. Go Team West.
Yes.
So tell us about all the businesses from Supposey to Rent Supposey and how you got there.
Okay. So it was right before we started the West. I met Nick. So at a wedding planning expo of sorts.
I remember that night.
He was doing pedicabs. Sarah introduced me to Nick, basically. So thank you, Sarah. And Nick's my husband. and Nick was doing pedicabs, and met him, and I was like, you should do these for weddings. These are so cool. And so he started doing those for weddings, and we hit it off, got married, and he's like, we need to do rentals on top of flowers, because I was doing full flowers at that point, basically just flowers. And I was like, no. Reynolds is like a whole nother animal. But he is from a family of entrepreneurs. Like all of his parents are, his grandparents are, and I'm not. Mm-hmm. So he is like, innovate. What's the next thing all the time? So he's like, we got to do these rentals. And so we started that. And then once we were doing flowers and rentals, it was like planning was just the next thing, because we're there basically the whole day. We're covering 2 vendor categories. So yeah. So then it's flowers, rentals, planning, and a few other things in between. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And Nick is not only an entrepreneur, like you should see this guy's craftsmanship. Like this dude's ridiculous. He builds arbors, right?
Yes. He builds a majority of our rental. Yeah. Inventory.
Wow.
So all
That's
of our
pretty
arches,
epic.
pretty much all of our arches, tables, all kinds of stuff. So, and he does the VW buses. So we have a photo booth. That's a VW
Super
bus.
awesome.
Yep. And a getaway car. And so everything.
Okay. So florals,
it's everything.
planning,
yes, florals, planning,
Getaway cars.
renting. Oh yeah, Supposey Bus. Tell us about the Supposey Bus.
Yes.
It is super epic.
Yes. So, Nick's Mr. Innovate, and he told me, he's like, you got to see this. People are doing these VW buses as photo booths. And I'm like, that's cool. It's kind of like a niche thing. Okay. And he wanted to start doing Volkswagens. And I said, okay, well, you got to figure out a way to make money with this, because we can't just have all these cars. So he was like, this is what we got to do, and did it, redid the whole, bought a VW bus off Craigslist for $500, redid the whole thing himself. Wow. Figured out how to do, the photo mechanism part of it. And it's just been something that we throw in with our packages. We're all about packages and creating a custom package for brides. So, they book all 3 services, you get the bus for free, which is super cool.
That's epic.
So,
wow.
But yeah, people love it, and it just took off. So, I just didn't expect it to be so popular, and people just love it. It's a big thing. They have them in almost every state. There's a couple in Panama City.
Y'all are the only VW bus in Pensacola, aren't you?
Yeah, for now. I think there's a few others popping up. So it's a big, it's one of those things. There's so much to go around.
Mm-hmm. Abundance mindset, people.
100%.
Yes, it's like we do weddings, and we don't even do that many weddings together. I work with, your associate DJs. So there's 10 other weddings going on, and we do a wedding. So it's like, bring on the buses.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss you, Chloe.
Oh, well, I'm here.
True, right now.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
You're like, wait, you are right here next to me.
Yes, this is real.
Ramsey's dreaming right now. He's still asleep.
Wake up, you're late.
Oh. I'm alive, people. Here we go.
That's super awesome that y'all do like all 3, and then like y'all do like the big packages, because I think that a lot of brides are into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Being able to just have that kind of like one-stop shop for like a good majority of stuff.
Yeah. They just kind of.
And it not be like a big chain. You know what I mean? Because like once you like big chain, it just kind of like, there's no like personal relationship with people.
It's customer service. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot what Live Oak does, and a lot of, venues like the Country Club, where they do catering and bar there, they're knocking out a big vendor group. And that's what's so great for brides. The more, like you, where you offer photo booth options, right, with DJing. So brides like packages. It's like, how much can you simplify? Mm-hmm. We live in 2019. It's like instant gratification and simplify it for me. So that's what we try to do.
Bam. So your packages. And I was talking to a bride yesterday, and she asked me a question. She's like, why don't people put their prices on their sites? And I was like, that's a good question. Like, I used to, and I took it off because I just kind of saw what everybody else, like, no, don't put your prices online. What are your thoughts on that?
So, 90% of the brides that call, hey, do you have a price list? Can I see what the prices are? Because they're just price shopping. And so I say, yeah, I can give you starting prices and kind of send you where we start. But if you do a package, we kind of operate with the more you book, the less you pay. So you get a lot of perks the more you book with us, the more perks you get. And so that's a big enticer for brides. But we list some of our prices on, the website. But if you book a custom package, you're going to get so much more and extras. If we're there already, it's like, well, let's bring that extra sofa that they wanted, even if we didn't charge them for it. So things like that.
10-4. You, Caleb, what about?
I was always told don't put your prices on like just like a general starting point. That way they reach out to you and you kind of have that point of contact at that point.
Yeah.
So that's what I've always done.
See, I had my prices.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
So the reason why I had my prices online was it eliminates the song and dance of, wasting time.
That's right.
Hey, can't afford them. And then, like I said, I just took it off. I don't know why. Just everybody else was like, no, don't put your prices on.
I think you just lose that opportunity to entice the client.
And to connect
they're
with
just
them.
seeing you and a price point. They're not seeing any of that, the nuances. You're not getting to talk to them and let them, feel you out. It's like
comes back to that personal relationship. Kind of like you were
Exactly.
saying, like we'll throw in a couch even and not charge them and stuff like that goes so far in business.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have that relationship. I think Perrin talked a little bit about that.
Oh, P.
So
Ren.
she's on it. She knows.
Madam President, shout out. Just did a wedding with her on Saturday. She's so cute.
She is. I love her.
So Savannah works for her.
Oh,
Yes.
aren't they? That's awesome.
Yeah, they're a tandem.
Great. Nice. Oh.
No, you said when this is kind of the theme of this quadrant of episodes, brides reach out to you. Tell us about the whole contact process. Like when they reach out to you, how long does it take for them to book you and all that kind of stuff?
So, it depends. Everybody's different.
Right.
But I try to be really quick with my turnaround time. And that's, if there's any piece of advice for any vendor, it's like just respond. Even if it's, even if it's an automated email, people want the response. If they're emailing you, they want to hear back.
Mm-hmm.
So we just try to be really quick about it. But when brides contact us, we tell them, first off on my voicemail, I say, text me your name, date, and email address so that I can enter them in our system and send them the welcome kit. And they just fill that out. They can link their Pinterest board, all that kind of stuff. And then we just try to hop on a call or do a consultation and go from there. And we try to build as much as we can, and people love that we do packages.
Yeah.
So
Do you have like a general, so if somebody reaches out to you, emails you today, do you have a certain amount of time before you follow up with them for a second time?
I actually don't. I usually don't. The only times that I follow up, like if I do a quote for someone and then I don't hear back from them, then I'll follow up.
That's when you can follow up.
Right. But if
Okay.
we get tons of inquiries and I just don't have the time, honestly, to chase them down and, hey, did you want to get a quote, that kind of thing. So, which usually eliminates that, price shopping. Because if they get the information, because our welcome kit has, what's our average budget. We don't have a minimum, so they can order one thing from us. So
that's
people
super cool.
like that.
Let's say a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah,
a lot of people are like, oh, you have to get at least this much.
Especially with flowers. So so people like that, but usually I think that eliminates, because usually if I used to follow up and we book so-and-so. So it's, kind of saves time that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that follow-up question, like, hey, I'm following up. Oh, we booked so-and-so.
Yeah. It usually doesn't have a good outcome.
Setting yourself up for depression.
If they want it, they're going to call.
Yeah.
I'm like, let them call twice, especially during wedding season or something.
Yeah.
It's like, the client, and that's what I always tell my clients. I'm like, be the squeaky wheel. Call them. Like, just keep going for that vendor that you want, because they're going to, if I get 2 voicemails from the same bride, I'm like, I'm going to call her back.
Yeah.
She wants to book us.
Yeah.
So
is it just you and Nick, or how do y'all do all this magic across the Gulf Coast?
Yes. So now it's Nick, I, and baby Blake. We just had a baby last year. So
Congratulations.
He's
He's a cutie.
Oh, thanks.
Savannah wants him. She babysits. So if you need a babysitter.
Nice. Oh, I'm trusted in it. So yeah, so it's a family operation. So Nick's mom is an entrepreneur. So she is a big part of it. She helps us with Blake. She used to do a lot more on-site stuff, but now she's grandma, number one. But Nick's brothers work for us. His brother's girlfriend, Madison.
Wow.
So Taylor and Madison are a big part of it. And then we have a good group of guys that are our install guys, Brent, and a couple other guys that are our go-to crew. And then we'll hire, 10 to 20 other guys that work just wedding season.
Oh, wow.
That's epic.
Yeah. We need a lot of help. We need a lot of hands-on. It's a lot of stuff. So, yeah. But no, I'm mostly flowers and planning, and Nick is rentals. And then we have the crew that, helps execute it.
That's epic.
10 to 20 guys.
Yeah. But to say,
well, it's muscle. We do the tents, tables, linen, stages, dance floors, everything. So
I did a wedding with Caleb, second shot with Caleb Pierce, and it was a wedding you did, and there was like tons of people with you. I was like, dang, these people got everybody out here.
Yeah.
It was big.
Yeah. Well, you got to get it all done, and that crunch, 5
crunch
hours.
time.
So
Yeah.
So how many events will you take on a day? Because I remember back in the day, you used to do flowers like all over.
Yeah.
With the scaling of your business, do you take less business or are you still all over the place?
So yeah, yes and no. We are all over the place, to be realistic, with vendors. But no, I used to do so many more flowers, but with rentals, we try to, limit ourselves. Like, let's focus as much as we can on that one bride that day and do as much as we can. So that's our goal client, someone that we can coordinate, do the rentals, do the flowers, execute that one event that day. But in reality, we'll do 3 to 5 events a day. And it just depends, if it's a bridal bouquet drop off and an arch on the beach there, and then a big wedding, that I can't really put a number on where we would stop, but we know our staff, we know what we can do. So there's always a limit.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was a wedding at Sowell Farms, and Nick was out there, and he was like, oh, I got to break down. I got to go all the way to the beach and break something else down. Then I got to go downtown and race something else. I'm like, holy cow, dude, it's already 11 o'clock.
I know, he didn't know what he was getting himself into.
It's like crap.
Do those rentals. I'm like, you got to go pick them up.
So how long have you been in the industry for?
So I started in 2019. I started Supposey when I was 19. Sorry. So it's 2019 now. So yeah, a while. What is that? 8 years? 7 years?
It was 2009.
I started in 2012. So it's officially 7 years for Supposey.
It's epic. So what is one piece of advice that you'd give to someone who's getting into the industry, whether it's planning, florals, or rentals?
Yeah. Just don't give up. It's like you have to be the one that gets up every day and does it. No one's going to do it for you. Entrepreneurship is you, Yeah. And if you're going to be an artist, you also have to be your own CPA and motivation. And, it's everything. You're the accountant, you're the, PR, everything. So you have to be ready to step up to all of the faces of the business.
But it's nice because you're in control. So it's like if your business works, it's because of you, but if it fails at the same time, it's because of you.
Exactly.
And it's great to have it because I worked a corporate job for a while, and it's just like, it sucks because you're just like, someone's just telling you all the time, like, this is what you're gonna do. And like, once you get that full control, it's nice because it's like, this is what I want it to be. And if it does good, it's because I worked hard. If not, I was lazy.
Yeah. Correct. But you got to know your support system too. Behind all of the entrepreneurs or vendors, there's your family that are supporting you, your employees. So you have to know that. So you have to have that support system.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you said something earlier about the spark. Like we all.
Like Haley.
Shouts out again, Haley.
Yes.
Taco Tuesday. Chloe, we're having a taco date. So we set up dates with all of our guests to have tacos. Nice. Either El Lasador or Tacos Mexicanos. Both delicious, but Taco Mexicanos is better.
It's good.
That's good. Yeah.
So the spark, your support system. So sometimes we do lose that spark. And a support system is very much needed in all aspects of your life, in your business, in your creativity. I feel like every time we do this, like I get so amped up from talking to Kelly, from talking to you. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. The support system is just something that you guys always need to have. Don't lose sight of your support system. Call somebody, text somebody, because you are going to go through those ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, being a wedding vendor, you're going to have a lot of lonely Saturdays.
Yep.
So make sure you reach out to people and have that spark.
Yeah.
Listen to We Are WED Talks to get that spark, Something else I want to ask you. You're the face of all these businesses. How do you do all that and keep up with the social media? Because your social media game is on point, girlfriend.
Oh, thanks. It's just like I said, it's instant gratification. If you're not ready to just get it done, then it's not for you. You just have to be ready to every day. You don't get a break. So I take a break 1 week a year and go on a cruise. No phone, nothing.
That's so nice.
Just out in the middle of the ocean.
Nice.
Solitude.
Nice.
Every other day I'm here ready to go, 100%. So
and with your social media, because I do stalk.
He stalks hard.
I see you.
Ramsey saw this and that and this and that. Do you do style shoots, or how do you? I mean, or is it just at the event, or?
Yeah. So style shoots are such a good way to be creative, but honestly, I love styled shoots, but to me, it's like you got to make the weddings your style shoot. Yeah. You got to be like, that has to be your showtime. It needs to, the bride that's hiring you is hiring you because they like your aesthetic. And so you got to deliver that, you know, sometimes that means guiding that bride. Like, I know you really want that one flower, but this is the way we need to go with this color, scheme or whatever. So just got to try to make the wedding day the big show. But yeah, we do styled shoots, in off season, but off season's our family time. So it's hard. It's a balance. Yeah. So it's a whole balance.
So now I remember back in the day, I was always like, I got to go pick up the kids, or I got to go do this, or I love the child, whatever.
Yeah.
Parenthood.
Yeah.
You're a parent.
Oh gosh.
So
it's crazy.
How is that with all of this scaling?
Well, I thought it was crazy before, and now we're like on a one-way ticket to Crazy Town with the kid. So, but no, it's great. I've got Brenda, Nick's mom, is a huge help. My parents have supported us. So, having childcare is super important, someone that you can trust. But we took off July and August this year pretty much. We took a pause and just took 2 months. We're so busy spring and fall season. I was just like, we got to have a break. When I had Blake last year, the day after I had him, I went home to make flowers because I was like, I'm Superwoman. I don't need time off. I don't need any maternity leave. I'll just, waddle out of the hospital. I got to go make this wedding. So this year I was like, we're taking off. Nick's birthday's in August. Blake's birthday's in August. So we took off 2 months and had family time. And so I don't know if that answered your question. I'm just rambling.
No, it's okay. I wanted to hear about Blake. He's so cute.
He is. I'm biased, but he is.
It's okay. We all
I get no credit. He looks exactly like Nick. I mean,
I don't know. I think he's got. I see this.
Really?
I see this, and then I see Nick's hair.
Yeah. He's got Nick's hair.
Oh, speaking of Nick, can you talk to us about this VW obsession?
Oh gosh, it's just invaded my life.
This is an incredible story, ladies and gentlemen. This is
So it kind of goes back to pedicabs. He was doing so much with pedicabs, and he tore his ACL. That's why he moved back. He was in Colorado, moved back to Pensacola when he had ACL surgery, and that's when we met. And he started pedicabs here because they had him in Colorado, and so just in a transition from doing pedicabs and doing weddings full time, he wanted to do rentals. So then it was like this huge rental business. So we transitioned out of pedicabs. So I think he just still had to have his kind of hobby. I will work him to death. So he's like, I got to have 5 seconds. So he bought his first VW bus, turned it into the photo booth. And then now he started buying them and flipping them, redoing them a little bit and selling them to people. So VWs are such like an obsession. It's like on a little niche market, but people love them. So
how many does he have?
He has maybe 30 or 40, give or take, because he flips them. So he sells them, online and stuff like that. So yeah, all different kinds. The trucks, there's VW bus trucks, like double and single cabs. He has those. He has the Gias, VW things. So our getaway car is a Gia. So it looks like it's like the poor man's Porsche. So and that's fun. We use that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So all the things. So
dude, we are WED Talks VW bus with our faces on them.
I don't know about our faces, bro.
What? Come on.
You can have your face on it if you want, dude.
This is the logo, man.
Oh, the logo. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, we do ads on buses. We do. That's Nick's other thing. He does ads on buses. So it's the promo bus. And we do ads.
I think I've seen the promo bus before out at the beach.
Yeah. That's JJ Talbot's bus. Shout out JJ Talbot Law. We do all their events, and so they're super big into Pensacola, and it says "Love Pensacola" on the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hustle.
Yeah.
Hustle. If you didn't get anything out of this podcast, get this. Hustle. It's all on you.
Work harder.
Chloe, so amazing, so inspiring.
Super good.
You're part of my spark because I look at you. I'm like, oh, let me get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just always hustling. Oh. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Are we done? I
think so.
Could you tap me on my foot again?
I didn't tap you, dude.
Oh.
You're going crazy, dude. You're still asleep, bro.
So, Chloe, before we leave, tell all the people where they can find you on the social media.
Okay, so social media, there's a lot of accounts. The main one is at Supposey.co. It's like the word suppose with a Y on the end. .co. There's rentsupposey.co, the Posey Cab, Posey Bus, so on and so forth.
Nice.
Yeah, Instagram's big right now. So.
Yeah, the gram is huge.
Yes.
The gram is huge.
Do it for the gram.
Boom.
Thank you so much for coming on the We Are WED
This
Talks.
was fun.
We'll have to have you back, and we're going to set a date for tacos.
Nice.
Tacos.
It's Taco Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ramsey Coates.
Caleb Cummings.
Chloe
Sexton. Boom. We Are WED Talks.